Money. It's the foundation of modern economies. But is printing it the solution to crises or the start of something worse? Welcome to EconAtlas in our playlist, Economic Cycles and Shifting Global Power. This is part 3. Does printing money really solve economic crises? If you missed part 2, where we explored why do great empires fall, make sure to check it out. Today we dive into one of the most debated economic strategies, money printing. Does it actually work, or does it just kick the can down the road? Imagine waking up one morning. You find that the money in your pocket is worth half of what it was yesterday. Inflation is spiraling. Prices are skyrocketing. Confidence in the system is crumbling. This isn't just a theoretical scenario. It's a reality many nations have faced. And the common thread? The printing press. So does printing money solve crises or create them? Let's explore. To start, let's clarify what we mean by money printing. There are two main forms, period. Physical money printing, literally printing more currency. Quantitative easing, where central banks inject liquidity into the economy by buying assets like bonds. Both aim to stimulate growth during crises, but they work in very different ways. History offers lessons on what happens when governments rely on printing money. Let's start with Weimar Germany in the 1920s. After World War I, Germany printed money to pay war reparations. The result? Hyperinflation so extreme that the price of a loaf of bread soared from 1 mark to over 200 billion marks. Or take Zimbabwe in the 2000s. Excessive money printing led to an inflation rate of 89.7 sextillion% per month, making their currency practically worthless. But not all cases end in disaster. During the 2008 financial crisis, the Federal Reserve used QE to stabilize markets. They injected over $4 trillion into the economy. While controversial, many argue it helped prevent a deeper recession. So what's the difference between success and failure? Timing, execution, and trust. While money printing can provide short-term relief, it comes with significant risks. First, there's inflation. When too much money chases too few goods, prices rise, sometimes uncontrollably. Second, it erodes trust in the currency. If people lose faith in a currency's value, they may turn to alternatives like gold, foreign currencies, or even cryptocurrencies. Third, it can create asset bubbles. In 2024, we're seeing inflated stock and real estate markets globally, partly fueled by excess liquidity from central banks. So, does printing money solve economic crises? The answer depends on how it's used. When done responsibly, as in the US during the 2008 crisis, it can stabilize economies and restore confidence. But when abused, as in Zimbabwe or Venezuela, it can destroy economies and livelihoods. The key lies in balance. Governments must know when to print, how much, and when to stop. And this is where central banks face their greatest challenge: restoring growth without igniting inflation. Today, many nations, including the US, are walking a tightrope. With global debt exceeding $300 trillion and inflation still a concern, central banks are cautious about overusing their printing presses. At the same time, geopolitical tensions and technological disruptions are creating new pressures on economies worldwide. The question is, will nations rely on money printing to navigate these challenges, or will they explore alternative solutions? Now we want to hear from you. Do you think printing money is a necessary tool or a dangerous gamble? What lessons can we learn from history to avoid future economic crises? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos exploring the economy and global power. In part 4, we'll explore the wealth gap, the silent catalyst of every revolution. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching part 3 of Economic Cycles and Shifting Global Power. Join us in part 4, where we'll dive into how wealth inequality drives societal change and what it means for our future. See you there.